Good evening. I'm Becky Wilcox, and this is Insight News TV, where we bring you breaking stories with the depth and analysis you won't find anywhere else. Tonight, a dramatic turn in global diplomacy that could reshape the future of Europe and the war in Ukraine. But is the United States shutting Europe out of peace talks? And what does that mean for NATO's unity? Stay with us, because what happens next could change everything. European leaders are set to meet in Paris for an emergency summit as tensions rise over the war in Ukraine and growing concerns about US influence on the peace process. Sir Keir Starmer, who will be attending the summit, called it a once-in-a-generation moment for national security, emphasizing the urgent need for Europe to take a stronger role in NATO. The summit comes amid a controversial development. Trump's special envoy to Ukraine revealed that while European leaders will be consulted, they won't have a seat at the negotiating table during critical US-Russia talks to end the conflict. These talks are scheduled to begin in Saudi Arabia in the coming days. US officials confirmed that senior representatives from the Trump administration will meet with both Russian and Ukrainian negotiators. In a striking statement, Special Envoy Keith Kellogg justified the exclusion of multiple parties from the talks, saying, "It may grate on some, but this is the honest truth. Too many voices have stalled progress." His words are sure to raise alarms across Europe and within Ukraine. Sir Keir Starmer is determined to bridge the gap between the United States and Europe, ensuring a united front in the quest for peace. His upcoming visit to the White House to meet with President Trump will be pivotal, with Starmer promising to relay the concerns of European leaders directly to the US president. Following his visit, another high-level meeting with President Volodymyr Zelensky is expected. Starmer stressed the importance of unity, saying, "We cannot allow divisions to distract us. This is a defining moment for NATO and for Europe's role in securing Ukraine's future." Meanwhile, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky issued a stern warning: Ukraine will not accept any deals made behind its back. Speaking at the Munich Security Conference, Zelensky called for the creation of an army of Europe to ensure the continent's security, especially as concerns grow that the United States may be reconsidering its long-term military commitment. Trump's announcement earlier this week that peace talks with Russian President Vladimir Putin would begin immediately took many by surprise. He informed Zelensky of the plan after holding a lengthy conversation with Putin. The talks in Saudi Arabia are expected to lay the groundwork for a direct meeting between Trump, Putin, and Zelensky. US Secretary of State Marco Rubio confirmed that he had spoken with Russia's foreign minister on Saturday to build on Trump's earlier discussions with Putin. Senior US officials will now lead the negotiations, with hopes of ending the war that has devastated Ukraine. But some fear this new diplomatic push could come at a high cost. US Vice President J.D. Vance's fiery speech at the Munich Security Conference described Europe's greatest threat not as Russia or China, but from internal weaknesses, insisting that the continent must step up in a big way to take control of its own defense. UK Foreign Secretary David Lammy echoed those concerns, warning that even in the event of a negotiated peace, Putin will not go away. He called for increased defense spending, saying Europe faces an existential question about its long-term security. The coming days will be critical. With high-stakes negotiations unfolding and deep divisions among key players, the world will be watching to see how these talks shape the future of Ukraine and Europe's security. There you have it, a critical moment that could define global diplomacy for years to come. Will this new round of talks finally bring peace, or will it deepen the divide between the US and its European allies? We'll be following every twist and turn, so stay tuned. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Insight News TV for in-depth analysis on the stories that matter most. I'm Becky Wilcox. See you next time.